You hear a lot of strange stories out here.
And I've seen it 4 times. I'm not frightened of it. A lot of people are.
Like the one about the strange dancing lights that stalk travelers through the Outback.
We get quite a few tourists through. Some of them are quite terrified when they get here.
It separates, it dances, it goes up and down, it follows you.
Then it just disappears. If you blink your eye, it's gone.
It's the mystery of the Min Min lights. The last stop on the highway before you hit the desert. This is cattle country, and this is Min Min country.
Well, the first time I saw one, I thought it was something fell out of the sky. It was sort of dancing around.
There's not much Granny Locke hasn't seen in her 80 years.
It's moving all the time. It's sort of dancing. But it's not attached to anything. But because if you went fast in the car, it went fast. It just kept level with you.
It was the clearest night of the year. The story goes that a group of cattlemen were camping out during a roundup.
200 kilometres closer where I want to go.
There had been talk of the Min Min light. Some claimed they'd seen it. Others were skeptical. And then it came.
Hey, what's that?
Hey!
As the rest of them watched, one man set off to catch the light once and for all. He was never to return.
Ran over a fence and killed himself and the horse too.
The Min Min Lights takes its name from the old pub, which burnt down here a century ago. There have been reported sightings of the lights ever since.
I'm not from around here. I'm not a local at all. And I didn't know very much about the Min Min light until I saw it.
Leslie Simmons was driving alone. She says the strange light followed alongside for 50 miles, passing through fences, trees, and gullies.
The last time I saw the light, it was this huge yellow glow. It was behind a tree, but you couldn't see any edges to the light. It was black all around it, so it wasn't the sun coming up or anything like that. I also found that when you looked at it, it didn't hurt your eyes. Now, you know, if you look at the sun or if you look at a light, it hurts your eyes to look directly at it, and this just didn't hurt your eyes. You could look at it and just think, wow, that looks lovely.
Persistent accounts of the Min Min light have kept scientists guessing.
There's a range of natural phenomena, things like glowing sort of bioluminescence that you get on birds, or swarms of sort of glowing insects, glowworms, that kind of thing, through to reflective effects or refractive effects of distant lights, such as fires and car headlights and house lights and farm lights, that kind of thing. So there's a whole host of possible explanations that vary in credibility.
Well, I don't think it's any of those. It can't be animals because they can't travel that fast. It couldn't have been a rock glowing or phosphorus in the air. You know, you hear so many stories. I don't know what it is, but I don't believe it's anything that we'll probably find out about.
A photo of the Min Min might shed some light on this Outback mystery. Easier said than done.
The first one I saw in 1978, that scared me a bit because I didn't know what's coming through the trees. Then it just disappeared. If you blink your eye, it's gone.
Herta Seato does a mail run to the cattle ranches. She starts before dawn and returns after dusk. The second time she encountered the Min Min light, she was ready. When the film was developed, every photo turned out perfectly, except the two she took of the Min Min light.
You don't take photographs of the Min Min light. You just cannot take a photo of the Min Min light.
It wasn't the last time Herta saw the Min Min light. She shot it again, not with a camera, but with a 22-gauge rifle.
I looked at it and I thought, well, if I can't take photos of you, I'm going to shoot you. So I shot it. That didn't work either. I hit an anthill, didn't I?
The Min Min mystery has drawn attention to Boulia. The town has one pub, one shop, and one gas station. But travelers now have another reason to stop by.
I've seen him, you know. I've seen the Min Min.
Today, tourists can have their own Min Min experience, thanks to this $1 million interactive encounter.
Electromagnetic radiation, glowing balls of light. That's what your Min Min light is.
Well, as a population of 300, we are a very small town. So I think, you know, a lot of people do come through here to see our show and perhaps even see the light. And our mayor always says to us, there's nothing to see out here, but you've got to come and see it.
Today, tourism has taken up where science has failed. And that suits the locals just fine.
They've come from all different countries to try and find out. They've tried all sorts of things, and they've seen it. But nobody still knows what it is. Unless you go over to the pub when they're drinking rum, they'll tell you what it is.